Hi, everyone. This is Shelly Dressel, and I know I look a bit of a mess. It's just spur of the moment. I decided to do this little ULB Binny. Um, I do live in Georgia, which is just south of North Carolina, for those that are in other parts of the world. And Hurricane Helene has just been massive, and there is so much information, misinformation, so much going around about it that I decided, well, let me see if Brysentia or someone has anything to say about it. So, excuse my appearance. I'm just jumping in here. Okay. Greetings. It is I, Brysentia. I wanted to speak with you about these changes that are taking place on Earth. The energies are shifting from inside the Earth outward, from the solar system downward. It is something that is but another experience for all that you are going through. It is important to realize that during a transitional period, many things happen. Sometimes they make it very hard for you. Sometimes they come in and it is just another bit of the whole. In regards to this hurricane, there are so many things about it. Number one, that a hurricane would be so far inland. Number two, that there was so much damage done by it. Number three, there are people saying that dams broke. Why all the flooding? Why did all of that happen in the way that it did? And so, let me see if I can tune in and figure that out. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how to say this. First of all, the vast majority of the energy around this is that it's a natural disaster and it's something that's just happened. Um, However, I cannot get rid of this energy or this essence that aspects of it have been manipulated. To have a hurricane go so far inland, that's kind of sketchy. The massive amount of flooding that just seems so much more than a typical experience like this. So there's a part of me that is picking up on the essence or the energy that this is something that had at least parts of it done by what you would call the nefarious ones, or those that were trying to eliminate what they were trying to do. When I look at this without any filters on it, I get this sense that many of what few nefarious ones are left have been actually trying to create something that would just take down a big bit of society and wreak havoc and cause people to lose what's the word, lose that sense of lose that sense of awareness, or lose that sense of acknowledging what's going on. That's not the right word still. They want to make people feel bad. They want people to feel defeated. They want people to feel as if it's no use to try to fight against the system. But what's happening here is that there were energies that came in. There were energies that kept it from being even worse than it was, bad as it is, from being even worse than it was. And this is showing society several different things. Number one, the way that the communities came together in support of one another. Number two, it's showing that the government is no longer going to be something that you can depend on, at least for the time being, because it is going through a transition. Number three, the next thing that, or the next thing that's going on is that it is really truly clearing out the energy of that area. That energy has been sacred That energy is a part of the oldest mountain range on the planet, but underneath it all, it had been taken over, and inside the mountains there, the nefarious ones had set up shop, and there were not so nice things going on. There are several areas where ships go in and out, and that continues to happen. So, what they were trying to eliminate, well, when it's, I cannot say 100% that everything is interrelated. So, I'm just picking up on bits and pieces, and that's all that I can mention. So, one of the things that I pick up on is that indeed there were nefarious ones there that needed to be cleared out, and they have been cleared out in this process. I'm just, so because a lot of this doesn't make any logical sense trying to put it all together, I'm just going to answer some questions that Shelly had. Was this set up as a way for the government to take over this land? The answer is no. There is a lot of email, there's a lot of information going around saying that it was deliberately set to bring down Chimney Rock, and then the government was going to use eminent domain and steal the land. And when I look at that and when I ask that question, I get a no. The next question that I have is this going to delay the elections that are coming up in a couple of weeks? No. There will be some that may try to use it as an excuse to delay the elections. And at this now moment, because we're 4 weeks away, at this now moment, the sense is that the elections will take place. It is also going to be the means, and it's so important for you to vote for those of you that live in the United States. It is important for every single person to vote because the blockchain will be seeing the true votes and the true reality of what people want. And they may try to show a facade like they did 4 years ago, but that's all coming down. Of course, I thought it was down and long gone by now, or would be. So, whenever there are these natural disasters, and they've been all around the world, it shifts the energy, it shifts the focus, it shifts everything that people believe in. It's shocking, it's hard for those, especially in the midst of things. But this is bringing things to light, and it is bringing out a way of supporting one another that is important to have as we go forward in the future. So, absolutely ask the questions why. Absolutely expect an answer of why certain things didn't go the way they should have. We feel as if there were even more people that wanted to help out, and those people were kept from getting there. We feel as if it does not feel like it was as bad as Maui, although some people are saying that it was as bad as Maui. But there were enough other, Maui was isolated, it's an island. With this, you could have people get to places from all around, from many different routes. So be aware, understand that this is going to move forward, and it will make great changes for people going forward. And it is a way of bringing together of humanity. Humanity is unbelievably strong. Humanity cares for one another. And let that always be the foundation for everything that you do. Beloved, be at peace, knowing that you are still on the path for ascension. You are still in the space where you can and do make a difference in everything. And as for all of the rumors and stuff going around about this experience, mostly it is something that just happened, but it was amplified to a degree, but not as bad as it could have been. Thank you for taking this opportunity, and know I'm ever with you. I'm Saluia.